Hello makers and welcome back to Mixed Media Masters. It's really good to have you here. Now the holiday season is upon us once again, and last week we created some interesting art that we could give away as gifts. This week we're going to be exploring ways to create some ornaments that we can have around the house. And I'm going to be working with a magnetic ornament set that I have here. So for example, I have a front face, which you can't really see, and the frame, and what you do is we're going to sandwich our artwork between the two of them, and it gives us an opportunity to then have something we can hang from a tree or leave around the house or give to a friend, whatever we want to be able to do. So there's a lot of cool things, and so really our responsibility as artists is to create something worthy of putting in that frame. And I have some pieces of paper here, and I'm going to be working a little bit with watercolors today. I love working with watercolors because it does give me some flexibility in the colors. I have a large assortment in this palette of watercolors, which I appreciate. Although these are getting a little tired, I still am working them to death. That's what I'm going to do. And then an opportunity for me to be able to create something that's just, I don't know, kind of either Christmassy or feels like holiday, or it uses the colors. Again, the nice thing about working on any of these projects is it's really up to you what you want to put on these pieces of paper. There's no right answer. And my encouragement is to, in some cases, just come in and let the colors kind of tell the story. I'm just going to wet this paper a little bit right here. And then if I come in with my my paintbrush, and let's say, well, holiday color for me, we got some red. We'll make that happen. And again, maybe we just kind of come in here and we just kind of do a blend of colors. So there's our red, and maybe we'll get some green in here. Let's wash that off a little bit better. There we go. A little bit of green coming down here, kind of our darkness. And then maybe there's kind of an interim color just to kind of break things up. I don't know what we could put in there that would work. You know what? Maybe just a brighter yellow color would be something to kind of dress this up right in the middle. Kind of bring that in there. Okay. Now again, this could be the foundation for something else. And one of the things that I like being able to do also is just to be able to introduce other colors. I have a purple here. Let's see how that works. If we wanted to come in here and kind of bring a purple line into our red, I guess we're not in there deep enough yet. Let's kind of, all right. So we can do something to kind of maroon that a little bit. Not really very dramatic. I can grab some blue. Let's see if that does something interesting. If we do something similar to kind of create some layers in here. Okay. Now again, what I'm really trying to do is create something that's colorful and interesting. And is it representative of the holidays? Well, a lot of that's going to depend on how you celebrate the holidays, right? It really comes down to that. Now let's come in here, and similar to what we did last week, I'm going to work actually more on a dry piece of paper today. But let's come in here. Let's grab kind of a basic green color, and I don't know, it may look like something. I don't know, as an abstract artist, I'm always trying to make sure my artwork doesn't necessarily look like much of anything, but we can come in here and maybe, just maybe, we can create something that is representative of a holiday. I don't know, the pagan tree of light here, something like that. So I'm going to come in here and let's get some brown in there. I'll make that, there we go. That works out nicely. And the nice thing about having a tree like this is now we can decorate it. So I'm going to grab some red baubles, and let's just kind of pop a couple in there. There's one. There's one here. There's one there. Nice, looking good. Also at the top of this, I think. Let's get in here. Let's get some bright yellow. We have kind of maybe a star or something that's going to sit at the top of our tree. Again, we don't have to overdo it, but an opportunity to come in there and get a blob of color however we want to be able to do it. And maybe we'll just kind of have a little bit of just kind of background down here. We'll create a little bit of a horizon line as the tree sits in our room. Okay, there's no right answer. Once again, I'm just playing around with ideas. I want to just allow you to be able to feel free to do whatever you want. And the thing about creating little pieces of paper, again, these have been sized to fit into the frame, is that we can create hundreds of these. Quite literally cut up a big piece of paper, you have lots and lots of things to play around with, and you know what? You may come and play around with these, and you may say, this is fantastic, or you may say, not so much, right? Maybe this doesn't do what I want it to do, and so I can come in here and approach it a little bit differently. Let me kind of come in here, and kind of create some squares like that. There we go. And what's another one we can put in here color-wise? I'm going to put a different color green in here. A different color green. And we'll pick that up there, and there we go. All right, and those could be kind of interesting as well. So the thing I want you to be able to be comfortable with is just playing around, right? The object here is to be able to create something that may really make you happy. And you're not going to ever get to a point as an artist where you're happy with your work until you get to a point where you can look at it objectively and say, I like this, but I don't like this. And if you can identify why you like something and why you don't like something, that's going to be really the perfect combination of understanding of your work as an artist. And again, a lot of times when we're creating our own work as artists, it really is about just finding a methodology and an aesthetic that really fits your needs. It doesn't have to be everybody's cup of tea. And one of the hardest things that we all face is that we're just totally fearful of the fact that somebody else may criticize our work and say, oh, that's, well, you know, that's no good. The truth of the matter is I've created a lot of art that's no good, right? We all create things like, all right, I tried it, it didn't work out. But it doesn't mean that in the process of trying, I don't create things that also do work out and do look good. And that's my encouragement to you is be comfortable coming in here and just make mistakes. Make happy mistakes in some cases. And if we come in and say, all right, what happens if we kind of, you know, lay these colors down here like this? And what happens if we come and bring a brighter green and put that down in here? Does that help us to kind of get to where we want? Okay, maybe. And it can also spur ideas. So if I come in here and say, you know what, I just had a thought. That could be kind of fun. And that is if I take the bright red and I kind of just do one of these, kind of almost like we're creating a Christmas tree. And that yellow in here is kind of picking up on that, right? And then we come down here, we pick up the green, and we make it even bigger. So that's kind of what we're doing there. And again, this is the kind of thing, it's a variation on this to be certain. But if you like the color combination, now try working with different shapes to get a sense of what's going to work for you. All right? And again, what we put in these are really up to us. And so, like I said, these are a few that I'm going to work on here. Now I'm going to give these a few minutes to dry, and when we come back, let's talk about how to frame these up and get these ready to attach to gifts or put on a tree. Okay, welcome back. So again, I've let my artwork have an opportunity to dry. It's pretty good here. And now it's a matter of getting it nicely framed. Now again, I'm working with these magnetic frames. I can show this to you into the camera here. There we go. And it's basically just a clamshell type of thing. 2 magnets down at the bottom that can hold that bottom part together. And again, if I want to come in here and just kind of lay my artwork down so it's facing the right direction, I can kind of look at this on the other side. Get a sense of what that art's going to look like. That looks kind of cute. And then get this back on here, making a bit of a sandwich. All right, so I can do that. And then I have these ties here. I have these silver lame, I guess we'd call it, these cords that I can come in here. And let me just come and let me get that knotted. Maybe there's a fancier way to do this. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a knot artist. That's probably not what I do really well. But an opportunity now. We have something we can hang. We can put this, again, at various places. This could be a gift tag if you want to do something like that, or an opportunity to hang it from your bush, your tree, whatever you want to celebrate with, right? Anyway, some fun things like that. And again, easy to do, easy to make. And I'll put all the information on where the materials that I used for this video came from. We'll put that in the description below so you'll be able to see that. But kind of cool, huh? So that's what I wanted to share with you today. It's a short one, but hopefully it's a sweet one. And again, we show a video every single week. We love to talk about abstract art creation and design, and maybe a little random art gifting from time to time. So if this is the kind of thing you'd like to know more about, please feel free to join our growing family of subscribers. Click below, and then hit that little bell icon so you get notified every time we drop a new video, which is every Friday. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your time as always, and happy holidays. I'm Spider, and I'll talk to you next time.